Okay, so I know I said I was going to like wait until we until Predator Badlands to do this list, but I was like, fuck it. I'm doing this now, and I'll just do another updated app when we get close to like October, when we get closer to Badlands or after Badlands. So yes, welcome to a new updated version of the Predator movie list from worst to best. As always with this is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying this is like word of God or anything, and I'm always excited to hear where these movies lie from best to worst for you in the rankings below in the comments. So yeah, it's my personal opinion, and yeah, we'll see. Let's get started. Starting off at the bottom tier. Honestly, the bottom two movies of this list, because I am including the AVP movies as well. The bottom two movies of this list could be just equal in shittery, but I had to I had to do something. I had to make it a proper list. So at the bottom of the barrel, we have The Predator. This movie sucks. Like, I never want to watch this movie again. This kills Predator lore, and thank God Dan Trachtenberg is and also to an extent Marvel Comics and Ben Percy are doing their damnedest to repair all that damage. But this movie was awful. Some of the characters are okay, but no one's really like, oh, you have to root for them. There's no one really like that in this movie at all. The effects suck. The story is a jumbled mess. I hate the whole thing of autism being an evolutionary superpower. That's not what it is at all. And yeah, there's no good kills. There's really nothing there. And every time I think about that movie, I just think about how much I hate it and how much it came close to like just absolutely murdering the franchise. Had it not been for Prey, this franchise would have been dead. And I know that sounds like, oh really, the Predator franchise would be dead if for the Predator? Yeah, I firmly believe that. Anyway, so let's move on to the next movie, AVP Requiem. AVP Requiem is also pretty ass. It's a dark movie, and I don't mean that like, oh, it's so dark and gritty. No, you can't see shit. I think the reason why I give AVP Requiem a bit of a pass, slightly, is because they at least had the goddamn courtesy to do practical effects with the xenomorphs and the Predator and the Yautja. Like, the Pred alien looks pretty good, and there's some solid, there's some cool moments with the xenomorph and Predator fights when you can see them. But yeah, characters also, again, the Predator and AVP Requiem are like bottom tier garbage. But I give AVP Requiem just a bit more, nod because of the practical effects. That's all I can really say. Next up, Alien vs. Predator, the first one. Alien vs. Predator, the cardinal sin of being a PG-13 movie for Alien and Predator is unforgivable. But I will say characters are a lot more likable. You can't go wrong with Lance Henriksen. I also really like the fights between the aliens and Predators, though speaking as an Alien fan, it really kind of sucks that they give a lot more love to the xenomorphs than the Predator. Like, one xenomorph takes out two Predators. Just two Yautja, and we only get one. Yeah. And again, I understand that this was really meant to be like an adaptation of the Dark Horse comics, but when I understand that budget really murdered this movie, and I kind of wish, because it's very clear we're building to a new AVP movie soon. It's very clear that that Killer of Killers, especially Alien Earth and Badlands, we're clearly building to a new AVP movie or project of some kind. So I hope this cleans the stain out of it. But again, practical effects. There are some solid moments with both the xenomorphs and Yautja, but it's a tolerable movie. Like, the best way I could describe this movie, and it's going to be a weird description, so just follow along with me. The best way I can describe this movie is if I'm at a hotel like at some hotel on vacation, and this movie, like I'm flipping through channels and this movie shows up, I'll just be like, all right, it's good background noise, and I'll watch it every occasion between naps. That's about the nicest I can say about that movie. Does anyone have that where you just find them, like you're just just sidebar? Does anyone have that, like you just find a movie you don't normally like, but when you're on vacation and just need something to watch, you just put that on and just to kill time in between while you're trying to figure out, like if you're trying to like take a nap, or if you're at a convention and just kind of like resting, or it's just late at night and you just want to fall asleep to something. Anyone else have that, or is it just me? My neck hurts. Anyway, moving on now. From here on out, I will say this. From here on out, these next movies I all like. The bottom 3 movies I hate. I really don't like all of them. But from here on out, these are all movies I really do enjoy. It was just kind of hard to place where I was going to put them. So yeah, these are from here. That's the thing, is that while there's varying qualities among Alien movies, Predator movies, like for 9 times out of 10, you usually get like some good quality. So like I said, these are all good and I enjoy them. Starting off, we have Predators. Predators was a great reintroduction from Predator 2. This movie has some. I love the noob tribe of Predators. But I will say that I wish it was the original Predators. This also did. I will say that it did kind of start the whole thing of like, no, these are new Ultra Predators or whatever. I'm like, you can't beat the original design. I mean, Trachtenberg knew that, and he's just kind of using the original design, but with new coat of paint to each one. Anyway, so all the characters are pretty fun. Action scenes are great, and I love the idea of like and this really kind of sets like new lore into it. Predators, the Robert Rodriguez movie has really just kind of been like a new staple point in the lore where predators kidnap people, freeze them for decades, and then release them on some planet or something. I do like that new addition to the lore, and it was kind of cool to see it in Killer of Killers. So yeah. Next up, speaking of Killer of Killers. This is a solid movie. I rewatched it, and in my review I said I didn't like the ending, but having rewatched it, I actually do kind of think it works. Like, I know I said that the movie, the ending is a little MCU-y with the jokes and whatnot, and I feel like the main characters don't really earn that brotherhood out the gate. But rewatching it, I'm like, it doesn't bother me because everything else about Killer of Killers is just perfect. Seeing, the new Predator Tribal King, which I really hope NECA does a figure of that character. God, I would give my right testicle to own a NECA figure of that. But the world building is really cool, and the 3 separate stories, all of them peak, all of them super. And again, this was where it was getting harder to figure out where to put the other movies. But yeah, Killer of Killers, it's solid, and I really hope we get another animated Predator project in the future, and maybe with that ending, maybe we will. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to our next one, and that is Predator 2. I fucking love Predator 2. Predator 2 is a lot of fun. I love Danny Glover's work in here. Gary Busey's just absolutely being full Gary Busey without talking about butter sausages. Why aren't we talking about butter sausages? If you've seen that meme, you know what I'm talking about. But I love the City Predator and Bill Paxton. Getting the first guy to get the Triple Crown, the first guy to be it was Lance Henriksen who got the Triple Crown first, of being killed by an alien, predator, and xenomorph. Well, no, he didn't. Lance Henriksen didn't get the Triple Crown until AVP. Now that I think about it, so Bill Paxton was the first guy to. I just remember. Oh yeah, he didn't get killed by a predator until AVP. So Bill Paxton was the first guy to earn the Triple Crown. being killed by an alien, Predator, and Terminator. Now Michael Biehn has earned that. Predator 2 also, I love the idea of the city setting, and is it a little tacky? Is it a little dumb? Yeah, but the setting is great. I love all the new gear the City Predator has. I will say it is kind of weird that Danny Glover does more damage to the Predator than, Arnold does. And on top of that, you have fucking Danny Glover just has a whole shit ton of guns in his. I know he's a cop, but he has a whole armory in his trunk. Did anyone else get bothered by that? It doesn't fucking matter at the end of it. So yeah, Predator 2. Next up, Prey. Thank God for Dan Trachtenberg. Between this and Killer of Killers, this man has single-handedly saved the Predator franchise, and I'm so on board for Badlands. This movie was a great atmospheric period piece, something we wanted, and something that was furthered in Killer of Killers. This movie I love the feral Predator. Naru is a great protagonist. Everyone in here is great, and I actually like the native cut more. I like the native language cut more. It just feels more authentic. Are the animals kind of low-budget CGI? Yeah, but it doesn't fucking matter. The story is perfect. And this, again, revitalized the Predator franchise. Without Prey, we wouldn't have Killer of Killers or Badlands or, maybe even a new... I imagine it would, if Prey didn't succeed, we would have seen Alien Romulus on Hulu and barely gotten anything. So this movie, I owe a lot to this movie. We owe a lot to this movie. And by God, did it fucking deliver. So by process of elimination, yeah, it's Predator. I know, basic bitch answer. But can you blame me? Predator's a good fucking movie. It's a great action movie. It's a great horror movie. It's so quotable. And it's just a perfect action horror movie. Yeah, I'm what else can you say? Right? Maybe Badlands will be better, who knows? But yeah, I know it's a basic bitch thing, but Predator's still the GOAT. But you guys tell me in the comments below, where do the Predator movies rank for you? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.